Good afternoon. A couple of weeks back, we interviewed a couple who seemed to be, finally, wrenching themselves from the quagmire that unrivaled luxury can bring. They're back. And we're very glad, or as an obnoxious modern day presenter might say, super excited to have them. Meghan, Harry.
It's great to be back. Thanks for having us. So warm and friendly here.
Great to be back.
Well, first things first. Don't you two own any other clothes? I jest, of course. But on a more serious note, Oprah has recently confessed to Ellen DeGeneres that she's never really cared about any of her celebrity guests. Knowing this, would you have done the interview with her? Would you have given her that exclusive first interview instead of, say, me?
Well,
I think what Oprah was saying were some of her guests, or at least that's what she meant to say, right? I don't think she was including us in that category.
it's hard to believe. Very hard to believe.
You know, we have a pretty special relationship with Oprah, so I would have thought she's most probably referring to some of the awful people she's had to interview over the years. I mean, Donald Trump, for instance. For example, Donald Trump.
Yes, but considering you don't really know her, or rather you've only become acquainted with her since your engagement to Harry, your previous fame seemingly insufficient to warrant any interest from her, why the deep trust?
Well,
It's not about knowing her in the traditional sense. It's a deeper, more transcendental connection, like a chiming of souls. So the union we have is immediate and deep.
Well, you must put quite a hefty premium on that somewhat esoteric and nauseatingly ambiguous definition of a mystical connection to invite her to your wedding when you'd never met before, instead of, say, your father.
I do, and I think it's important to view our wedding day as less of a union in marriage and more of a pageant to the gods of wokeism by inviting all its most prominent disciples, which we did, and we amassed them in a huge congregation that got inside the royal gates. I think that's important. I think that sends a strong message.
very strong. It's a very strong message, actually.
Okay, but just back to Mr. Markle for a second. How does failing to invite him to your wedding, ostracising him and keeping him away from his grandchild, square with your endless preaching about compassion, forgiveness, understanding?
Yeah, well, he started it. You know, he was the one getting measured for a suit and telling the paparazzi so they could get photo shots of him doing it, getting measured out for the suit, for the wedding. We didn't even invite him to. You know, he asked for this. He was nasty to my Meghan. He upset my Meghan. She's amazing. Upsetting Meghan's the most unamazing thing you can possibly do in your whole life. No, I've got a bit passionate there, actually. Can we go again?
No, we can't really do that, Harry. I mean, we did agree one take. We want to show the people at home the real Harry and Meghan.
Oh, no, but it makes me look stupid.
I don't think you really need to worry about that anymore, Harry. You know, some ships have sailed and all that. Thank you very much for watching. Whatever you do, don't hit the like button. Don't subscribe. Don't hit the notification button. Whatever you do, don't smoke.